Welcome to the Healthco Automated Refill Center and Network Refresh Project Kickoff meeting. It will be presented by me, Rutwik. Heading on, let's see what is the agenda for our today's meeting. We will be talking about why this project is needed, so project justification, what would be accomplishing by doing this project in the description, what would be in the scope of the project, what would be our main business and project objectives, also the team members and their responsibilities, what would be the project deliverables, the timelines for the deliverables, and the benefits of implementing this project. Project justification. Why do we need this project? As we all know, healthcore's business is built around technology, and research and innovation is an important part. And we keep on improving ourselves. We try to improve the healthcare by the use of technology and our research. This time we have decided to implement the automated refill centers. The automated refill centers will deploy robotics to refill prescriptions. Why do we need robots to do this? Uh, because you because you manual refills by humans are prone to errors. Uh, they can um, they can make errors while refilling the prescriptions. Also, the limited number of pharmacy hours is the pharmacy is open from a certain time to a certain time, or on certain days, not available on the weekends or the public holidays. So that would be another reason why we would like to implement the automated refill centers. The next part of the project is the refresh project, the network refresh project. So in the uh, in the past, our networks have faced some outages, and our technology team at Healthco did an analysis of the past incidences and found out that the current network that we have is running out of capacity, and it's running at its maximum capacity, and it would be difficult to support any of our new projects and customers, as well as the cybersecurity landscape is changing. Why is changing a lot, and over the years the attacks have been increasing and have been more complex. So we need to since it's an healthcare network, we really need to work on the security part so we can make it more secure. And since it's a healthcare network, it has a lot of compliances like the HIPAA and the PCI to go through. So we would have to make these network changes in order to be compliant and to do business. So what would we accomplishing by doing this, by this project? First, we would be implementing the automated refill centers. These refill centers will be will employ robotics to take the orders from our various customers, package them, and ship their prescriptions to them. Next, we would have to implement a portal via which they could place their orders, track their shipments. The physicians could go and approve the request. The customers could make their payments and all of that stuff. The service will be available to our customers 24/7, so they can order the prescriptions anytime they want. With the network upgrades, we would be able to handle more traffic, and we plan to accomplish a 99.99% uptime, as we would be having various paths to route the traffic in case one path is down. The upgraded firewalls will help us to protect our networks and help us from any zero-day attacks that we'll be facing. What's in the scope of our project? Within the scope of the automated refill centers, we would be actually building out the whole automated refill facilities. Once the facilities are built, we would be installing all the robotics such as conveyor belts and robotic arms. Next would be to interface these robots with their control systems. Once the robots have been interfaced with the control systems, we would then interface the control systems with our main data centers, and this is where all the requests from the customers would come in and be sent out to the various refill centers based on the location of the customer. Then then we would have to design a portal that would be used by our customers, partners, or our physicians to manage orders and prescriptions online. The next part, that was the network refresh project scope, would be to implement an high capacity MPLS network. That way, it's easier to manage the network centrally from a single place and would allow us to pass more traffic through the network. The next step would be to replace all our copper cables with fiber cables. As we know, fiber cables are more efficient and faster, and it's easier to detect any errors on a fiber cable than it is to do on a copper cable. We would then replace our old routers and switches with high capacity Cisco Nexus routers and switches. These are data center grade next generation router and switches, which would allow us to expand our which would help us to expand our business and also support our new projects and upcoming projects, and plus ensure our network runs at 99%. We will be replacing our firewalls with the next generation firewalls from Fortinet. These are top of the line firewalls that will help us to prevent against any zero day attacks. Zero day attacks are basically attacks that are not known to a system, and these firewalls are intelligent enough to analyze these attacks and recognize a pattern and try to prevent it from happening. The next, we would be seeing what are the business objectives. As we discussed before, innovation is in the center at at Healthco. Um, to maintain a competitive edge, Healthco has to come up with innovative services to provide to our customers. If we are providing good services to our customers, we we would be able to retain our current customers as well as attract new customers, which would in turn which in turn would help healthcare to grow. The project objectives, as we the project objectives would be to make sure our network runs efficiently, so we will have a high availability. If one part of the network goes down, we would still be able to provide our services through a different path. We would be improving our network performances. Also, we would be able to prevent any zero day attacks. Plus, we would be able to support any new or existing customers. So these are the team members and their roles and responsibilities. Shashikant Shinde, he's our services director and a project sponsor. He's very well experienced in the field of. He's very well experienced in the healthcare domain. Rutwik Shinde, he will be our technical project manager. Sarvesh Lard, he'll be our systems engineer. He's our firewall expert from Fortinet side. John Healy, he's our systems engineer from Cisco side. Ajo is the team manager who will be managing the network and the network engineering team and the automation engineering team. Salihu and Raj are part of the network and the automation team, and they're well experienced in their domain. Uh, this project will deliver this key deliverables. First would be our automated refill centers. The next would be network connectivity for the automated refill centers to our data centers. Next, we would be delivering a customer portal through which our customers would be able to place their orders. And the last step would be to install the new routers, switches, and firewalls. The timelines for our deliverables. So the automated refill center, the estimated date is 1/15/2017. The refill centers will be completely set up and the robotics and control systems will be all set up. Then would be establishing the network connectivity from the automated refill centers. We'll be linking the control systems to the healthcare data center to process any of the requests that we get from our customers, physicians, or partners. The customer and the doctor portal will be the portal that the customers, the physicians, or the customers would be able to place will be able will be able to place and track their orders, and then we would be installing our new routers and switches. This this will complete the installation, replacing the old routers, switches, and the firewalls within our network with the newer ones, as we discussed before. Let's look into this benefit of our projects. With the automated refill center, we'll make sure that we reduce any human errors in refilling any prescriptions. The customers would be able to order their prescriptions at any given point of time. Also, it would prevent any misuse of medications, as it would require a physician to approve any requests that go into our systems. That way, we know that we only provide what's been approved by their physicians, and not anything else. With our network refresh project, we'll prevent any bottlenecks that we're currently facing in our network. We'll make sure we have high availability of our services, and our services are always up. We will achieve a 99% uptime. We would also be ready for any zero-day attacks, which, because of our intelligent systems, we would be efficient in responding to any security incidences. And that's all I have for our today's meeting. Um, we are open for any questions, suggestions, or concerns. Please feel free to share your suggestions, and thank you so much for coming for this project kickoff meeting. Thank you.